Hi everyone. If you are new here in this series of going solo videos, I am using the final mission of the Dragon's Gambit campaign as a test bench for various mechs, configurations and loadouts. This is because this mission presents a good opportunity to explore different tactics and the possibility to fight both close and long-range combat. Also, I am going into this battle by myself without taking any of my Lancemates, so that we could better see how each mech performs and survives in a similar kind of situation. Previously, in this setting, I've shown you pretty much every single 100-ton assault mech. I've also shown you one 95-tonner, which was Banshee BNC-3S variant. And today we are going to be looking at a slightly lighter assault mech, the 85-ton assault mech, which is also one of my all-time favorite mechs, the absolute classic. Also one of the oldest mechs in the Inner Sphere, which was produced during the reunification war and stood the test of time, a legendary Stalker. There are many different variants. I mean, not many, like, you know, 4 or 5 variants, including one hero variant as far as the MechWarrior 5 Mercenaries game is concerned. But today we are going to take a look at the perhaps one of the most common variants, which is the STK-3F. There is also STK-3N variant, which is basically a downgrade of this 3F variant, which has, you know, -1 missile launcher. Typically I don't buy those, I prefer to go with the 3F variant, but, you know, if I had one for free, as I've got one as a gift during the Rise of the Russell Hague campaign. Let's see, yeah, this one, so I kept it, I didn't sell it, I found a use for it as well. Anyways, let's go ahead and take the loadout. Before I talk about my loadout, let me actually show you what this mech comes in stock, the stock configuration. So the stock configuration is actually quite lethal. It's very, very devastating. What makes it so well? These 4 medium lasers combined with 2 large lasers and dual SRM-6s. You know, if you shoot these weapons alone, like even without these LRMs, that would be enough to pretty much annihilate a medium mech in one salvo. It's a very, very devastating power. And then on top you also get these long-range missiles. Very powerful mech, lots of firepower, very devastating, very versatile, excellent long and short range fighting capability, with the only one major drawback to it. And that drawback is, as you can see, these 10 single hit sinks, which is not enough, absolutely not enough for this kind of, you know, hot weapons. These SRM-6s, they are ridiculously hot. Large lasers, you know, medium lasers, and dual LRM-10s, which is basically LRM-20. All that is very, very hot. You see the cooling capacity is only like 2.5 points. So for that matter, you cannot do more than 2 salvos. Maybe I would say 1.5 salvo without getting a thermal shutdown. You have to be very, very careful with how you manage heat with this kind of configuration. Well, let's see what I've done to mitigate this kind of problem. So here is my configuration. Well, first of all, as you can see, I've replaced all the original single heatsinks with the 8 double heatsinks. And as you can see, the cooling capacity, the heat management has increased from 2.5 points to 3.4 points, which is much, much better. The other thing which I did, I downgraded those SRM6s to SRM4. And I absolutely love downgrading SRM6s in general to SRM4. That's a really, really nice downgrade, or the way I view it, it's actually an upgrade. Don't get me wrong though. I love SRM6. There are instances where I use them. However, in some situations, I love downgrading them to SRM4, and I view this as an upgrade. Because here is why. Let's compare actually. So let's take SRM6 for instance. Yes, it does 20 points of damage. It has 20 points of damage as compared, to SRM4, which is only like 13.5 points of damage, roughly speaking. But look at this, the firing rate, right, the rate of fire, 39 points versus 23 points, almost twice as much. It's a much better firing rate. And the heat, around 2 points of heat versus like what, 2.7 points of heats. So it is, somewhat, significantly less heat generation in there, and a better firing rate. And it uses less missiles, uses up less missiles. So in that sense, I view this as an actual upgrade. The only problem, though, as far as this particular game is concerned, I find that SRM4 they are actually somewhat more rare than SRM6s. They are more difficult to come across than the SRM6s. For some reason, SRM6s are more common than SRM4s for some weird reasons. Nevertheless, I absolutely love SRM4s, one of my favorite short-range missiles in general. So that significantly helps managing the heat, and then everything else I left pretty much the same. Dual LRM 10s. I mean, of course, I've upgraded everything to. Sorry. I had the flu recently. Oh man. Okay. I've upgraded everything to tier level 5. Every weapon. And then what I've also done, I've added an additional ton of LRM ammo. Meaning that I can shoot this basically LRM 20, because I shoot them simultaneously 66 times, which is enough for pretty much any mission. Should be enough for any mission. And then as far as the SRM ammo is concerned, you know, 2 tons for this SRM-8, basically. You can shoot this 80 times, which is also great, you know, should be enough for any kind of mission. You will most likely get destroyed before you will use up all of this ammo. Alright, so basically this is my loadout as far as the weapons go. And one other modification that I've done, of course, I've increased the amount of armor. First of all, as always, I've maxed it out in the head, in the upper torso, the arms, and the only area where I had to slightly shave it off, you know, the 5 points of each leg to be able to meet the required tonnage. This is basically my loadout and configuration for this mech. This is how I like it. Let's go ahead and see the weapon groups and the upgrades. So, weapon groups, you know, in a sense it's pretty similar to the original. Large lasers in pairs, medium lasers all together, SRMs all together, and then, you know, the LRMs. Nothing fancy in here. The upgrades, pretty standard on all of my mechs. Structure reinforcement, armor reinforcement, increased the cycling, the firing rate for the weapons, and, you know, to help it a little bit with the hit capacity. And by the way, you know, all of this stuff is pretty negligible, because I've already shown you, by the way, this build on this channel previously in one other Dragon Gambit missions. I think it was like mission number 7 or something. There I even forgot to upgrade it. I had the same kind of configuration, but it had 0 upgrades, and we still did very well. So if you don't have Cantina unlocked, that's okay, you can still do just fine without all of this stuff. So don't get frustrated about it too much. Alright, well, this is the Stalker, this is my configuration. Let's go ahead and take this mission and see how we will do. This is, you know, perhaps the lightest assault mech which I'm going to try in this mission so far. Let's see how we survive something like that in this mech.
Attention, prepare for battle mech departure. Warning, hangar doors opening. Stand clear.
Reactor online. Sensors online. Weapons online.
Commander, your task is simple. Drive out the remaining Knights of St. Cameron by any means necessary.
This is the moment we've been waiting for! It's Liberation Day! For the Combine!
For the Combine.
And all the families we've lost, and the ones that remain.
You speak like victory is inevitable. But there's one problem.
New target
You now
protege.
face Alistair and the Knights of St. Cameron. The true believers will not rest until the entire Combine is liberated from their real oppressors.
Seems you're in the dark. You fight for the oppressors, and you fight alone.
Target destroyed.
It seems that you have a hunger to die. Don't worry, we will accommodate you.
Identified Knights of St. Cameron
Oh,
crossing
well.
into the target area.
Unleash hell!
It was kind of unexpected. Yeah, one thing though that we should keep in mind here, even though this is a far better hit management in this loadout as compared to the original loadout. Still, even with all of those double hit sinks that I've gotten here, we have to be very careful with the hit management.
New target
We can still overhit this mech if we are not careful enough. Oops. Ouch. Ouch.
Target destroyed. New target
Should have been a bit more careful there. The archer, yeah, I need to finish him off sooner. Oh man, that's intense. Okay, he's done. Yeah, that archer. Oh, come on. Those tanks. Okay, where is this archer? Yeah, we have to nail him before he gets to nail us. Okay, let's stay behind this wall and let's approach things carefully, because even though it's got a pretty good amount of armor, it's still not Atlas. It's Stalker, you know, it's 85 tons, not 100 tons, so we have to be a little bit more careful. Okay, let's go for him. Yeah, these things, they can take a lot of beating.
Incoming! More nitrates hitting the ground!
He's done.
Surrender while you still can.
Yes, so we have to be a little bit more careful than that. Because, as you can see, you know, mission has just started, but the armor, you know, particularly on my left torso, is more than a half gone at this point. Okay, what else is out there? Yeah, somebody else is coming. Oh, let's be a little bit more careful and mindful of our armor level, because we still have a long way to go. We've got LRMs, large lasers, pretty good, you know, long range capability. Okay. Alright. Oh, yes. Let's move somewhere, you know, behind this hill. Let's be a little bit more careful.
Target acquired. New target Orion. Target acquired.
Let's just, you know, keep shaving off their armor
Victor.
with the LRMs, and then as they get closer we'll
Acquired.
start using all other weapons.
Target destroyed.
This guy, he's pretty weak. It's not a very good mech. Yeah, as you can see, those assassins are pretty weak.
New target Marauder.
So who do we get here? That Victor I've been working on. Thanks for jumping, making it easier for me.
Target acquired.
Marauder. Oops. Let's not get those PPCs. Oops, moved a bit too soon. Okay, okay, he's not in a very good shape. His central armor is gone. There he goes.
Target destroyed. Target acquired.
There he goes. Okay, what else is out there?
Tracking more night units setting down, Commander. They're advancing from the back of the perimeter.
Destroy them! We're not in the business of
We have
losing.
another wave
Our skill
coming in.
battle is unmatched.
We've already fought a war of attrition. This is nothing.
Okay, there they are. You know, let's be a little bit
Your
cautious.
target, Griffin.
Well, this is not the Annihilator, obviously, but it is still pretty lethal.
Target
This
destroyed.
guy is gone.
Target acquired.
That Banshee, it can take a lot of beating.
New target, Banshee.
That battle
Okay.
mech is marked for
So,
destruction.
so who should we choose
Target
next?
acquired.
Okay, let's shoot some LRMs. No, that's too far, especially
New
for
target,
medium
Thunderbolt.
lasers. Okay, let's get a bit closer into a sensor range, so we could shoot some more LRMs. Okay, anybody out there?
Target acquired.
Zeus. Okay, I got his attention. Let's stay though behind this mountain, out of a direct sight. Okay, okay. His center torso is not in a very good shape. Okay, he's about to get done. There we go. There we go.
Target
Okay.
acquired.
Now we've got Banshee. Oh, no, 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 no. First, let's get rid of this Thunderbolt. Because this thing can get pretty nasty. Okay, there he goes. And then there is that stupid Banshee. Oh my gosh. Do I hate this thing? It's so stupid, this particular variant. Yeah, it's, you know, pretty miserable loadout, but it can take so much beating. So much beating. Which is ridiculous. Okay, his armor is gone on his torso. You know, at this point, I might as well, you know, start saving the LRM ammo, because we do still have, you know,
Area secure. We've
quite a few
neutralized
targets
all
to
three
destroy.
covered forces.
Picking up another heat signature in the vicinity.
Okay, let's go back to this location. Yeah, there is another dropship coming in. Let's stay somewhere around.
Don't worry.
I
We
don't know.
will accommodate you.
here, no out of a direct sight. Who do we get this time?
Legion reinforcements set. Stand by.
Oh, that's the final guy. Oh, I guess that's the last wave. That's the main guy. Okay, well, I mean, we have a pretty good chance then, you know.
Blind to reality.
That's the that's nasty longbow. Okay. They are coming after me, I think. Need to be careful now.
Target
Yeah,
acquired.
Victor. Come on, go down, you this stupid.
Target destroyed.
Alright, there he goes. Orion, yeah, these things are nasty. Okay, you see, I need to manage my hit very carefully. Okay, that was worth it. That was worth it. Okay, yep, we finished him off. Now we have to deal with this awesome, but I am not afraid. It's actually... I can't shoot because of the friendly, which acts like a shield. There he goes. There he goes. I finished him off with the SRMs. And then this longbow. Yeah, let's be careful with this guy. I wanna get closer while he's distracted by other mechs. Actually, you know what? I'm just gonna go for him with all I've got. Whatever.
Let it give hope to
Yep.
all our people and
Yep.
loved ones.
As you can see,
In our way of life.
Stalker is amazing. I still have a little bit of armor left.
Here won't soon be
We've completed this mission just fine. It's just, you know, in this regard, it's pretty much, I would say, as good as an Atlas. Yeah, it doesn't have that much armor, but I mean, come on, that kind of firepower is amazing. It's amazing what it does. It holds up with all of my other favorites, like the Annihilator, Atlas, you name it. I absolutely love it.
Archon Emeritus Katrina.
Skip this. Let's see the number of kills. Alright. 19 mech kills. Not a bad number. Not a bad number. How many kills did we get with that Atlas? I think it was something like 17 or so. Yeah, that's a pretty great number for the 85 tonner. Amazing, amazing. I absolutely love this variant. Let's continue. Okay. Let's see what is the damage. No components were lost. Let's see, just, you know, the armor damage, as you can see. Let's see the repairs, how much the repairs are gonna cost. Yeah, you see, everything is just the armor, nothing else. Pretty great result. Yeah, well, this is the configuration. This is how I like to configure this particular STK-3F variant. Now, I understand that this is somewhat more of a, like, later into campaign or later into career type of configuration, because I've got all of these double hit sinks in here. One might say, like, what are you gonna do if, let's say, you're early in a career, like, let's say if you start in the year of 3015, when you don't have a lot of double hit sinks, if any at all, but you've managed to, like, either purchase or salvage a Stalker, like, let's say, you know, somewhere around early, I don't know, 2020s, like, provided you have enough reputation to acquire an assault mech and enough money. What are you gonna do in this kind of situation if you don't have a whole lot of double hit sinks? Well, here is what I like to do. Let me show you what I do in this kind of situation. Let's remove all of these double hit sinks. Say we don't have any double hit sinks, we can have only single hit sinks. So here is what I would do. I would remove all the SRMs, and I will place the LRM 10s in a torso, okay? And then everything else I will fill up with single hit sinks, like this. Oops, that's a mistake. So here single hit sink, here single hit sinks. Let's put a couple of them into the arms. And then, you know, some here. We forgot to remove the SRM ammo. Yeah, remove SRM ammo as well. So just keep LRM ammo, and then, you know, you can add. Yep, there you go. There you go. So this is what I would do. No SRMs whatsoever. This is my early campaign loadout, my preferred loadout for, you know, for the situation when you don't have any double hit sinks. This is what I like to do. Yes, it doesn't have any SRMs, but still, even without SRMs, it is still pretty lethal. You know, with 6 of these lasers for medium to large and LRM 20, it is still pretty capable and pretty lethal mech. I've used it many times, and I've been very successful with this kind of configuration early in campaign. This is how I like it to be configured. It worked very well for me, and this is what I would recommend. Yeah. So, anyways, let's revert everything back. So this is my preferred, you know, later in campaign kind of loadout for the Stalker. Amazing mech. You know, pretty devastating. Hangs very well with Atlas or Annihilator, just like I said. The only downside is that, again, you know, even with all of this, like I said, with all of these double hit sinks and downgraded SRMs, be very careful with the hit management. You can still overhead. As you've seen in this mission, I've got a thermal shutdown once, even though it was worth it because I finished off that Orion. And the other, you know, drawback, I mean, not necessarily the drawback, it's just, you know, peculiarity of the 85 tonner is that it's got less armor than the Atlas or my configuration of the Annihilator. It's got less points of armor, which is, you know, 554 points versus like 600 and something I had on my like 660 plus something. I don't remember exact number on my atlases and annihilators. So you have to be a little bit more careful in this regard, particularly the arms. The weakest part of the Stalker are its arms. Arms are notoriously weak. Only 48 points of armor, which is not a lot, and you get, you know, if the arm comes off, you will lose these valuable, you know, weapons in here. So you have to be super careful with it. But other than that, amazing mech. It's a classic. You cannot go wrong with it. It's suitable pretty much for all types of missions. Some people complain that it's a very slow mech. Well, I mean, it's not any slower than the Annihilator or the Atlas. Works same 48 kilometers per hour. I guess maybe it perhaps slower if compared to some other, you know, like 85 tonner, like let's say the Battlemeister. Yeah, those walk 64 kilometers per hour, but at the same time, these mechs aren't as devastating as the Stalker. So, you know, there is the trade-off. Well, anyways, this is it. This is my take on this Stalker STK-3F variant. This is it for this video, and for as far as the next video is concerned, I wanna show you another Stalker variant. Yes, we are not done yet with the Stalkers. I absolutely love these things. One of my favorite chassis of all times. And I've got to show you another amazing variant and the way how I prefer to configure it. So please stay tuned for that. Anyways, this is it for this video. Thanks so much for watching, and until the next time.